Hello, people. What's up? It's your friend Tiogo. This is Tio Speaks. I want to talk to you about some things that are happening in this period. Please don't panic, okay? The issue of the coronavirus, the issue of George Floyd that was brutally murdered by a cop, and in Nigeria, the issue of a lady, Vera Wale actually, that was brutally brutally raped and killed by some people. It's very pathetic things happening around us. It's very, very pathetic, you know. But I want you to know that you are not meant to worry over anything. You're not meant to panic. All this will pass, you know. But all we're praying for government to put justice to all these. Put justice to all these. We are crying and lamenting. Rape is now worse than the COVID we are suffering. So I know that government will put an end to all this, but the best thing about a boat is that it doesn't let water get into it. That is why it's able to float through. Okay? You can float through if you don't allow your environment to contaminate your person, your ordained God creator ordained person, the one that God created it to be. Now, the one that God created it to be is a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. It's extraordinary, more than what we can ever imagine. Okay, I want to do a simple expose on a bird called the eagle. You know, and I want to do an expose on a bird called the eagle. So I want to tag my topic for today, the eagle life. Okay, and the eagle life. At this period, I'll be giving some kind of analogies from some natural, God created natural creations. All the things that God created, they have some things that they teach. That's why Solomon said that I learned from the trees, I learned from the birds, I learned from everything. Because if you can study some of these things, because my favorite channel is Naju Wild, if you can study some of these things, you can be able to know how to see the creator in your own self. If animals and birds that are soulless can have certain level of magnificence, also level of dynamism, certain level of beauty, you know that you are not exempted from that wonderful creation of God that He made. So I want to talk about the eagle. Eagle is one of the wonderful bird in the family of the Asclepiadae. Asclepiadae also is also the family where the vulture still comes from. You know, when you look at both birds, you know that you want to be a vulture. Like we used to sing the song then, a vulture eats between its meals, and that's the reason why, and his bald head and everything and ugly. But all that are just not what I have to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is very, very dynamic. It's very dynamic about the life of an eagle. Okay? Eagle is one of the birds that lives very long. Why? He lives very long because of his habits. Eagle has wonderful habits that you just want to know how they live in such a serene way. You know, they don't have this excessiveness of life. You don't see eagle everywhere. Okay, they're always in a particular area. They know their worth. It's a bird that knows its worth. One thing I always emphasize is that you should know your worth. You should not allow people to tell you this is who you are, this is what you are. No, self-discovery. That's why God created one thing in you. It's called instinct. What does the instinct do? The instinct is what God puts in you to regulate and tell you what to do and how to go about what you're doing. The pathway of your life. Instinct is what helps you navigate, what makes you take some decisions that you think, you just tell yourself, I feel like doing this. It is not a feeling, it is destiny. It is a regulator inside of you that regulates what you do and what you can do and your innate abilities that you don't know about. That's why I don't want you to seek sources from other people. Seek sources from your creator. Learn to sit back on a chair and think. Okay? Learn to sit back on the chair and think and ask yourself some questions. Questions like, who am I? Why am I here? Why am I here? What is the reason why I'm here? There's a reason why you're in this world. There's a reason. There's something for you to fulfill. Now let me tell you this example. When you read history books about other people that have lived and long gone, what do you see in those books? One thing I see is that I see where they were born. Second thing I see is that I see where they made errors. Third thing I see that I see where they discovered their purpose. Fourth thing I see there, I see where people celebrate that purpose. And last thing I see there, I see them bow out. If you've seen history, history is put in these 5 dimensions. I don't know the point you are. Is it the discovery part? Is it the part of the mistake? Or is it the part of you've already discovered it? Or is it the part of people celebrating what you've already discovered? Or is it the part of you now handing over to others? All these are points in your life. But the painful part of it is you not knowing. This bird I'm talking about knows itself from birth. The parent taught it how to fly. The parent taught it so many things. Why? To differentiate it from the chicken. We used to have an analogy of an eagle in the poultry. No, that is not the situation of the eagle. Do you know the eagle feeds on animals that outweigh him? The strength where he gets the strength from to carry such animals that has more weight than him is very, I can't explain it. Okay, but I would like to share some few things about an eagle. Let's share some few things about eagle. Eagle is a very wonderful bird. Actually, some few things about the eagle. Now, the eagle is a bird of prey in the family of the Acidrians. Accipedrians. Please, pardon me. Accipedrians. There are approximately 60 species of the eagle. The majority are found in Europe, Africa, and some other part of North America and Central Africa. Okay. So what do the eagle look like? The eagle is in the family of the vulture, as I said earlier on, but it doesn't act like the vulture. So you can be of same species, but it was meant to be different. Now you ask me, why do people act the way they do? Why do they do harmful things to other people? It's a question that I can answer. Why they do that is because when they were born, the formative part of them, there are some things that the parents neglected. There's some things you should not neglect to answer in your child. Now, most people that undergo this rape issue of raping ladies, and most of the times they have this psychological problem where I think their thought or their father indirectly, because when I say thought, I'm not talking of direct teaching. Sometimes you don't teach directly, you don't learn directly. You don't learn what they see you do. Yeah. When you are always a wife beater, maltreating your wife, they see women that way. They don't see women as a species or a person. They don't see women as something. So they see women as objects you can toy with, play with, or beat or manhandle anyhow. So growing up, they now say, what is she doing here? Bring her out and rape her. What is that? That's just the mentality. Okay. When those things were happening, parents did not address it. They were busy quarreling with their wives and beating them up, and their sons are sinning. So those trainings and helping them cultivating, talking to your son and telling him things when he's small, is very important. It shapes his mind. I'm talking this so that we can shape the next generation, so that the errors they repeat today will not repeat in the future. Now, we as parents need to talk to our boys. See, women are special. Look at them. They're different. Look at your mom. You like your mom? Good. So you don't beat them or handle their mom roughly in front of them. They are watching you. All those things will build a hate. Sometimes they don't rape the ladies because they love them. They rape the ladies because of hate. This person is the person that made my father not to be happy, and the wrong stories behind it and everything. It forms indirectly. You will not know. It's somewhere in the subconscious. Some things are not in the conscious, they are in the subconscious. So at that point it causes all that. So please, caregivers and parents, learn to always talk to your boys. Tell them about relationship of the opposite sex, how it works, who they are. Their position is not a position of them dominating or humiliating. It's the position of them guiding and helping. The position of them showing the way, like leaders. Tell them that they are leaders. They are meant to be followed, and the way they follow is where others follow. And tell them that if they follow the wrong route, others will end up wrongly. Those are the things you need to make them understand. That's how I talk to my boy. I tell him he's a leader. He should take care of the sister. Now, if you tell somebody to take care of something, there's a tendency that the person cannot harm that thing. He understands that thing is an asset for you to be given such preference to be taken care of. Okay? Now, in the aspect of racism that happened between I know what I'm talking about if you have an eagle mentality of knowing your personality, there are some actions you will not take. There are some things you will not do naturally because you have conditioned your mind to do things the way you are. God did not create you harmful like the world is seeing you, like the rapist, like the policeman that's aggressive, like all the other people think that God did not create you that way. If not, all of us will have a tendency of clean ourselves and the globe will become empty or the world will become empty. No. He created you with a soft heart, with a tender spirit, with a mind that can think, with a mind that can make decisions and value and devalue things, with a cognitive mind, with a mind that has with a mind that can assess data and develop things and view things in the empiric points of view. That's the mind. Now there's some things I will actually read out to you for you to know about this wonderful bird. Sight is the strongest. Sight is the strongest of all the eagle senses. Sight. That's why what you see matters. Sight is the strongest of the eagle senses. Is the strongest because once you lack foresight, you don't have insight. You cannot have insight, because your insight is what you experienced that you have learned from that will give you a foresight, because your insight is well developed. When you develop your insight, you will not panic over your insights, when you develop your insights, you will not panic over your insights, or you will always see your foresight. It's possible to see. That's why the eagle is a bird that has the sense. The sense is high, 100% high insight. Okay, you can see. Okay, up to 50% of the head, and it weighs the amount as a human eye. Okay, and eagle vision is 4 to 5 times better than that of human. It can see, it can project. Eagle eye are angled 30 degrees. 30 degrees, okay, away from the center of the face of the surface that is looking at. Okay, you can see 30 degrees. Okay, and you can see him, you can see back, you can see forward, you can see side. Okay, so it's a 3-way of sight. Okay, now eagle are monogamous. To show you the focus of an eagle, what's monogamous? So generally, the mate life of an eagle, he keeps one woman. The man keeps one woman. The woman keeps one man. They marry till they are aged. Okay? If you have this mind of an eagle, you won't rape a lady. You will not. If you think like some of the creatures that God has made for us to learn from, they were here before we came, you will not do that to a lady. For him to marry, he's not a rapist. Married one, he doesn't meet another woman till he dies. It's a standard. When they say you are an eagle, it's a very deep recommendation. Now, location of the nest varies from species to species. Bald eagle, for example, they almost nest on tall trees. Some lay their nest where you can breathe. Mount Everest, down up. That point, you have a respiratory issue because there's no much oxygen at that point. You see where eagle go? That's where they go. Okay. Now. Eagles are one of the largest birds that ever live. Okay, they're the top of the food chain. Top of the food chain. Eagle can carry any animal up and devour it. An eagle can finish a full monkey. Okay, what do eagles eat? Eagles are predators. They are predators. They hunt. Now, what I want to tell you is, in the aspect of hunting, hunt your destiny and catch it. Don't hunt ladies. Don't hunt black people. That is not your target. Your target is your future. Your target is the posterity of your children. Your target is what you are, who you are. That's your target. Be more improved. Let it be that the next time I see you after 10 years, you are better than how I saw you the last time. If not, if your crime rate is increasing more than your giving rate to the world, your good rates that you should give to the world, you should be in jail. You should be under custody. You should be under disciplinary measures, because that is not the essence of your creation. You were not made to be an antagonist to the word of the creator that created you. You are not meant to be that. You are not meant to be that. The predator, he hunts. He hunts. No place is a barrier. That's why nothing should be a barrier to you. He hunts in the sea. He can see a fish down below seabird and pick it. It's a strong bird. He can see a this thing on the mountain. What do you call it? The goat, mountain goat. Picks it. He finish it. He finished how many pounds of meat? He could finish it. One eagle. He picks it and takes off. He both hunt everywhere. Okay, that's why you should not be afraid of your future. When you have the instinct to take a step, don't hold it back. Take that step boldly, and you will be a success. These are the few things I want to share with you about the eagle. The eagle is a wonderful bird. It's a bird that you must read about. You could go online and study it. Kindplanet.org. Okay, that's where I took they said from, because I don't want to talk about the eagle because I've read about so many books about the eagle, so I just have to just show you some few things that the eagle is. The eagle has so many species, 16 species in all, in the whole the zoo. Okay, actually in the whole of its family, okay, its botanical family, they have 16 species of eagle, bald eagle and the rest of them. Okay, they have the crown eagle, okay, different eagles, okay. All of them are in one family with the owl. The owl is how am I going to put it? The owl is a nocturnal bird. Okay, the eagle is not. Eagle sees day and night. It sees normal. His eyes is better, 50% better than the human eye. So he can see better than you can ever see. Eagle can see a prey can see a prey from a distance, and the prey has not even thought there's anything around there that is visible. But I want you to also know that I'm so happy to talk to you today. Please let justice go for the girl that was raped. Justice for Owa and also Floyd. Please let the world also hear the cry of people. Let it cry. Let justice go in for these people, for Floyd, George Floyd, and Vera, and the rest that were raped brutally, and the rest that were molested by the police in America. I am very happy to talk to you this evening, and I know that you will be that change the world is looking for. You are that change. And I know, living up to yourself and be that change. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.